We're gonna have to come back to this one. Open the gun safe. Open the gun safe. Jarvis, open the gun safe. I want to see DhillDucks. Jarvis, show me DhillDucks. Also, I'm gonna tell you my honest opinion, by the way. I think DhillDucks is gonna go the way of the phoner. I think DhillDucks probably is gonna spend the whole stage getting pounded. There's a chance though. They have some players that I recognize, but names are reversed. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But I will say I don't think DhillDucks are gonna have like an amazing stage, but they could win some games in the bottom tier. Where are the Preds? We just closed them. You missed them. They just went this way, pal. What were the bans, by the way? Because I was doing that. So they banned Freya. These teams do not want to play Freya. These teams do not want to be playing Frothy Philly 7. No. North American teams, when it comes time to playing Freya, I'm not about that life. How teamer were Vigis Rays versus Falcons earlier this week? Vigis Rays. Why did I say Vigis Rays? Viggies Rays? They weren't great, but I mean, I think Vigilante was still like a good player. Give him some time. I think that was just the low light, a little bit of a low light for the Vigilante. Loving the Chengdu hat. Thank you, Lionel. Thank you so much. Wait. Hazard to lock in Hattori. Also, reminder, guys, these team names are reversed. Frothy Philly and PDK are on DhillDucks. I don't know why they haven't swapped the names back around yet. How was SSG versus Team Liquid? I didn't really see the first map or so, but it was like it was close-ish. But honestly, Liquid was kind of outclassing Space Station the whole time. It wasn't like a stomp, but Liquid definitely outclassed them. Okay, they've swapped.
You just aren't really getting a lot of value when these fights can finish up so quickly.
So, okay, they finally swapped the names around. Extinction's gonna have 4 or 5 ults. Advice for the gift of the Lionel. Thank you. Thank you so much. Watch Liquid miss this tournament. I think Liquid, there should be no way Liquid misses this tournament. If they do, it's insane fraud watch, honestly. Between NA and EU, what's a better region? Definitely, in my opinion, if I'm going to be honest, I think North America is better, but I think VP in EU is like really strong still, but I definitely think NA is holistically better, but it doesn't really matter because Korea mogs them. Korea kind of mogs to a degree, but I do think North America is better, but I do think EU has like has a more like mid-lean average rosters in certain capacity than North America when you add in like all the orgs there, but definitely think NA is better. Ooh, Frothy Philly? Frothy Philly is frothing. Gonna rush out. Razor gets slammed. NVM fucking drops the barrage. Okay. I'm liking the scrappiness for the DhillDucks, but unfortunately they're getting hunted down. There are no ults left on the build. Want to make 2 Korean regions and make Crazy Raccoons and Falcons the bosses of either region? Of course, the dungeon bosses. Put them on top of the fight tower where the teams have to advance up the tower and eventually fight the dojo masters. Dude, Extinction are in the spawn. What the hell? They're in the spawn. The brothers are in the spawn. They're chasing the ducks down. My DhillDucks. My DhillDucks, they're being hunted. Who the hell are these teams? Well, Extinction was Avidity. They were Avidity last stage in OWCS for stage 1. DhillDucks is promoted. Boosted Bonobo with the first scar. I haven't watched Overwatch since 2019. Who do we want to win? If you're a fan of the Frothy Philly and the, you know, the open system, letting new blood into the arena, you want DhillDucks. If you're more of like a status quo guy, you're going for Extinction. So you have to. That's kind of it right now. Extinction is kind of more status quo. DhillDucks is the new blood. Promoted on through. Do you support frauding?
Okay.
French rotting?
Yeah, okay. Just
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I mean, it's slightly different than brooding, than bed rotting. But yeah, French rotting, I mean, if you want to go to your local cafe, drink an espresso, and have a cigarette for a couple hours, I'm cool with that.
Ooh, the hazard wall is nice to block up some of these Vera shots.
Oh, nice slam from Tori. Redek's already dead.
I feel like I just heard something fall off someone's desk on the cast, but...
Close the distance as well.
Okay, the ball is also balling all over them.
As it does want to lock people down, right? But
Where is Lip?
almost impossible against Extinction.
Lip is in Korea. First, Lip is in Korea.
Across the map, and then Nenwa, who's just going to be in the skybox. Like, yeah, it's
When I'm white and someone asks me to smile,
she's safe. It's all good. Baz is not though.
where is Lip?
Yeah, I was like, don't worry. I have a feeling
But,
she has
Lip-
experience that she knows where
Lip
the
is,
elimination
he's in
floor
Korea,
is
brother.
off the side of it, but sometimes they're surprising to you. They're a little bit farther up than you think. But already Extinction off to a great start.
He's
here
there.
on
But we will be
Wild.
watching Lip. Actually, I don't know if Crazy Raccoon plays tonight. Real quick, I gotta watch. I'm gonna swap over. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tori. I just gotta see this. I just gotta see. Does Lip play tonight?
Just slammed his Tori.
No. T1 does though, baby. Let's go.
Literally just on the side, like, okay, you want to come?
Hashtag T
Well, I'm gonna be here.
win for Korea. T win K.
That was the right.
If you're a if you want T1 to win in Korea, hashtag T win K. Drop a hashtag T win K in chat.
She's just up there.
She's playing prop hunt.
I don't know.
Skies just
Your hat is actually sick. Thank you. Thank you. It's one of the final Chengdu Hunters hat ever made. It belongs in a museum. Okay, DhillDucks are getting rolled in smoke. They're gonna have 5 ults, but this is not good. They're gonna have 5 ults, but they're having a really sad time here. They're getting hit with the orbital bombardment from NVM as well.
There's so much splash damage even into the spawn.
We're not. Their DhillDucks are. They're having one of the worst days of their lives. They've grown. There's no bread left in the pond. When is T1 going to adopt the Avast T1 logos are official? I don't know. I've asked about it. Haven't heard any response yet from the legal team. Oh, they used the Suzu, and I mean, this is just. I mean, this. I haven't seen an Ilios like spawn like camp like this in a long time. When's the last time we've seen an Ilios, like a Ilios well, spawn camp? It feels like it's been a long time. Redek's is. I mean, Redek's is not even gonna get ult. Redek's literally doesn't even get a beat.
And that was, yeah, that was an Extinction level. That was not close.
Legit today? Well, I didn't see the first map of today, okay? So if that happened, that's very unfortunate I asked that.
There's lots of jokes.
If that happened, that's unfortunate that I asked.
So many dinosaur jokes incoming. I can't wait.
100 just like they were.
Also, do you guys want to see? I showed this. I debuted this in Korea
That was so one-sided.
on the Korea stream. Do you want to see what North America is producing over here in the Oreo game? Look at this.
There's not a lot to-
The chocolate-covered pretzel Oreo.
I mean, I like
Chocolate-covered pretzel Oreo.
coming out on the cast.
Is that it? Is such knowledge? Is such thing even possible?
Hinder grenade can really set you up with success.
How many
but
calories? Let's see.
more often than not,
2 Oreos is 140 calories. That's really not that bad.
The ball getting momentum. The Hinder grenade doesn't really.
But it's not that good either.
Sure, it holds momentum for a little bit, but you need then the.
Pretzels are overrated. Mods,
Gets the ball killed.
turn that guy into a pretzel
Stops him again, like,
and then salt him.
Like something to stop the Wrecking Ball from getting away with murder. But Atori, she was just
Wrap that guy's arms and legs into a pretzel shape and then salt him.
on the build.
Did you try them? No. Do you want me to try them live, Art?
Walk up and then just bowling through them.
You want me to try a pretzel, a chocolate-covered pretzel Oreo?
Ball dive. You can see in the stats, 40 deaths to 15.
Okay, let's see. I'm breaking the seal.
Super clean on well.
I'm breaking the
A little
seal.
bit closer on ruins, but I think some of that you can chalk up to
Oh, take a look at these.
having a good read on how to actually use the ultimates in a lot of those situations.
Let's have a taste.
For well, it was just completely lights out. I think you called it perfectly.
Sniffa?
With the wrecking ball. I think it
They
was
smell
really
kinda
good
salty.
Tracer. There was just so much follow up and
They smell a little salty, honestly. They got a little salt to them.
Foreshadowing of what's to come later, but
Wait.
as a reminder to everybody, this Extinction roster, formerly Avidity, did get
Wait, this is interesting.
6th place in North America last stage, so
Wait, there's actually extreme. Look, here's the cross section.
They were very safe, and I think we get a chance to see this squad level up even further with having Hitori come in to play one of the tanks.
Yeah, I think it's a really good addition to the team. Like I said before, the versatility that Hattori brings is just exceptional.
Wait,
playing a wrecking ball on
the
a map
cookie.
like Ilios, and then you can jump.
All right, this is very interesting.
Go to something like Orisa. Go to.
The cookie is a pretzel, essentially. It literally tastes like a pretzel. The cookie or part of the Oreo tastes like pretzel.
I mean, maybe the Freya is your key to success. Maybe PDK is just a godlike.
It just doesn't make sense in my brain.
It was banned, obviously, on that first map. That's why you didn't see it.
Thoughts on knots? Like what? Garlic knots?
Definitely see it.
I'm cool with them.
100%.
Look at the King's
Raise the
Rose
fry.
that we've already
day.
seen.
It's pretty decent. It's a very interesting flavor. I wasn't expecting it.
On the high ground of the
It's not
week,
very
on the
sweet,
first point,
honestly.
And just the streets phase, I think this
It's
is
not
a
very
nice
sweet for an
way to
Oreo.
come
It's
out.
actually very
And then we can
not
really see
sweet.
how teams decide to tackle the challenge of actually
It's
dealing
mostly
with
kinda
a
salty.
super competent
No joke.
Freya. Is it really going to be more of the wrecking ball? I
It
think
tastes
it's
like
a
actually quite
really hard
salty.
to lean into, but she also has a fantastic Winston.
I don't know if I love them.
Wanted to play
I still think
challenge,
like the
certainly on
best.
table.
I still think the best Oreo is
Yeah,
the
no,
double
it's
stuff,
fine.
the
Go
default
through
double stuff
farmers.
Oreo.
I honestly don't. If you're gonna stick on dive, just stick on the ball.
I also don't think they capture the essence of a chocolate covered pretzel enough because like part of what makes a chocolate covered pretzel so goated is you have like the perfect texture of the pretzel itself mixed with like the saltiness and the sweet. The salty and sweet is like decently balanced, but it doesn't have the same texture, you know? Have you tried mega stuff? No, because that's too much.
About this all day. Like you can
I will
have
bring
all
you.
the
I will bring you
pursuing,
one. Yes.
but how much
I don't. I think mega
longer
stuff is
for
too
you
much. Too much
when
stuff.
There's gonna be other follow-ups
Double stuff
that
is the
outside
max amount of
the
stuff
walls, like,
necessary in an Oreo.
Yeah, half a second maybe, a quarter.
Double stuff is the max amount that should be allowed, and I think it's the perfect ratio.
Maybe they do ban wrecking ball. I don't know. It's all up in the air for the moment. I mean, nothing really stuck out to where like, okay.
Mega stuff are massive? Yes. Yes, they are. Okay, I've got to finish Scrandle real quick. Seems like we're on the next map. Let's finish Scrandle. Hot dog for £5.50 from Whole City looks pretty okay, honestly.
But then you play
Versus the
Vermont on
chicken burger.
So
The chicken burger from Ipswich, £8.
Rejoice. Wub is in. Zomba is out. Okay.
I'll honestly,
We'll see.
no lie,
For Extinction.
I kind of like the. Is it crazy to say I like the look of the hot dog more? Then I think the chicken burger. There's too much mayo on that.
Zomba, NVM, and Wub.
I didn't like the look of the chicken that much, and I thought there was too much mayo.
To play different roles, I think.
Australia sushi rolls. Okay, first of all, this isn't sushi. That looks like what is that? Like a beef katsu or a pork like cutlet that they put into a rice roll with a seaweed wrap. The spring rolls with the full ass green onion from Indonesia is kind of crazy. It is it's 50 cents. It is 50 cents. I will say I would eat it. I would eat it. Both these look ass. This doesn't look bad. The Australian one doesn't look bad. It's just not sushi. The Australian one doesn't look bad. It's just not sushi.
Over and over again.
I think the spring roll looks not bad either, and I do like a green onion. I like a little pepper. For 50 cents, it's a crazy good deal, but I'm pretty sure... Remember, this is what the football fans are picking. I think they're going to pick the right one. Wow! Football fans! The footy fans, you've come through. I can't believe it.
So, Ramatra.
Chicken and fries, £2.20 from Jamaica with pepper sauce. Okay, Jamaica. Versus the steak and black pudding pie with one of the most horrid-looking cross-sections I've ever seen. For £3. Okay, there are two regions in football that always produce heinous food in Scrandle. Scotland produces poo-poo on a butt tier football food, and Norway. Scotland and Norway produce poo-poo on a butt tier football stadium food every time. They both do. I think Jamaica clears this. Yeah.
DhillDucks in any way.
Jamaica clears this.
Is it possible that we see
Biscoff donut, £2.95. Looks actually pretty good. The short rib poutine from Canada from the Vancouver Whitecaps. Looks honestly pretty good, but the fries look a little dry.
or ball?
And it's more expensive. No joke, I would rather have the donut. I think it'd be easier to eat. I think it's too messy. New Zealand? Avril's not here anymore. Look at this burger. It's a chicken burger. What is this? It's a chicken burger.
good
For
time.
£8?
Good time to be a stadium enjoyer.
And it's
a lot of you have been playing a whole bunch
the cheese. What? There's no, just a mild amount of cheese. It's like it's this big.
a fun thing to watch. How
Eggplant, Jack.
What is he doing? I mean, we actually.
Team Grill versus Team Eggplant.
I'm screenshotting. I'm screenshotting.
Yes, that'd be a good time. So make sure
This is going to my Crins compilation. Sending it right to Avril.
I'm sure a few of your favorite creators will be playing in that one as well. But for the time being, just getting the players
That's going to Avril.
situated, just waiting on a couple of them.
I mean, also beef pastel. That actually goes crazy. And with a pint, £2.40. Brazil goated. This is goated. This is like not even close. Like this, a beef pastel is good. And with a pint, £2.40. Like literally just an auto win. This is one of the worst looking things I've actually ever seen on this one. New Zealand, you have crimes to explain yourself for. That's fucking insanity. Not a good day for me though. 50-50. Brazil consistently cooks on Scrandle? Not true. I will say Brazil does have has a lot of bangers, but I would say it's like a 60-40 for Brazil. It's like a 60-40 for Brazil right now. They are not consistently cooking. He left your stream on. He's still here. Oh, is he? Everyone add Avril and say that New Zealand food sucks. Let him know. Let him know. I'm getting the water. Huh? Forgot. The girls are fighting. The girls are fighting. Still. Also, it's hummus time. Got a little roasted red pepper hummus. Was eating this in Korea. I'm feeling a little peckish. Where should I put this? Put this over here. A little peckish. Gonna dip it in some pretzel thins. What brand? This is the store brand. This is the store brand, okay? Not the brand that we're not fans of. Check DMs. What? What am I? What's going on? I'm reading. Also, is Cameron still here? Give him the VIP. A little VIP for Cameron. On Mother's Day weekend is crazy. To eat hummus? It's crazy to eat hummus on Mother's Day weekend? What's wrong with that?
Welcome back. All right. We're ready to rock and roll. Don't worry. Kings Row up next. DhillDucks. And in the Winston, away from Tori. And Extinction going with the Kiriko back.
So, not having the Kiriko, I think, does make the dive a little bit more difficult to execute, but you still have
Homemade hummus is 100 times better. Okay, but guess what? I don't want to make it. So what now? What now, huh? What are you dipping? These are some pretzel thins, because I don't have any pita chips or bread. So these are some pretzel thins.
It's still a little bit of pressure from the Ana. Obviously, you don't want to get too tapped, and even a pack sometimes can't heal you through that burst. And the Brigitte, obviously, it does get eaten alive by long-range characters like
That's good.
Obviously,
Explain your hatred of Pringles. They're not good.
Kind of getting in the mix, hitting your whip shops over and over and over again, but it can be quite difficult against the Freya. Yeah, really.
Pringles are like really not good.
Carry on, and
That's why.
Living in a Freya as well.
They're just kind of ass.
Fine by me. New heroes.
Wrong? I'm not.
Let's jump on to King's Row Rose.
I'm not wrong.
Extinction versus DhillDucks.
What's bad about them? Textures okay. Flavors are pretty meh, very childlike. Extreme, almost no nutritional value whatsoever because they're just in like potato mush.
Extinction on this defense, they've already got Hattori on the hazard, which is, I guess, another way to be able to play the dive. We've seen this before with very all-in strategies. Wub is coming in to actually play the Freya, so we can really see maybe why they wanted to make this.
Pringles are a top 3 chip? No. No.
The Genji alongside of that.
Kettle cooked chip of almost every variety clears. Regular chips clear. Even baked chips, like a baked lay, is better than a fucking Pringle. A baked lay is better than a Pringle.
This time on the Freya is against the entirety of Wub Nation, though, which is not an easy task. I'll tell you that right now.
Like not even close to a top 3.
MVM here to get a lot of value on this Genji. Easy kind of follow up.
Not even close.
To connect one of those bolt throws, but
Baked chips are ass. Better than a Pringle.
And you're against
A baked lay texture to me is better than a Pringle.
But it's not going to be an easy one.
Ooh, you can see how much fire PDK is playing with on this Freya. You want to try to kind of balance the responsibility of peeking.
Heinous sentiment? I'm sorry. I have to speak the truth. Despite what they may say about him, they have to speak the truth. Kettle chips are the goated? Yeah, kettle chips are the best. Kettle chips are goated. I agree. Kettle chips are the best type of chip to be eating. I can agree with that. 100%.
Okay.
Pringles are ass. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Okay, well, I'm thinking that DhillDucks are probably not going to have a good time here. So, we're going to be focusing on the bantering part of the stream and the eating hummus part of the stream.
Yeah, I feel like that was a risky maneuver and unfortunately did not pay off as the rest of Extinction found their way to get those eliminations. And another reset here for DhillDucks as they try to make another move.
Is Wub carrying?
It's so hard because you're kind of waiting for these ultimates to come on.
Wub wasn't playing the first map. Wub was coming in to play little Freya, right? I don't think Wub was in first map, unless I'm completely misremembering.
That's pain up there with getting your heart broken, right? By your first crush, like getting chased all the way to spawn.
Why does this American have to ruin everything? Come on. Come on.
Oh dear.
Come on. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love all dressed and ketchup chips? All dressed, goated. Ketchup, good, but not amazing. But I really like all dressed, and I think ketchup is pretty good.
Yeah. Lots of grass for the dinosaurs to eat.
I think I'd prefer them over pickle chips. I'm not a huge pickle chip guy.
Did you just see Hattori do the longest violent leap I've ever seen from across the map?
If they all just spicy, tried them, they were pretty good.
An easy triple kill.
They were pretty good.
Hattori grew wings.
I like them.
Flew around the statue to help MVM set up all those.
Flamin' hot Cheetos clear all. I'm much more of a Chester's hot fries guy. If I were to eat something like that, a Chester's hot fries I find to be better than a hot Cheeto itself.
Oh, straight into the statue. PDK slain by Wub. An orbital ray into the spawn. Who knows there's mega health back there? Grab that. Still got a violent leap in a couple of seconds. Wub just
What's the image below Wub?
Connects with Baz.
The image below Wub?
Even jumping over to Widowmaker to try and get
What are you talking about?
Yeah, PDK unable to do so.
Are you talking about the headhunting bounty? Are you talking about the headhunter?
Oh, look at Hattori's position.
Oh, my T1 logo? That's T1 logo. That's my employer. T1.
No.
T1, you know? You heard of them? That's their logo.
However, the sound barrier connects, and while Hattori
Wait a minute, did Extinction just beef? Did they just like chase into spawn, die, and now use ults, and now they have to recontest?
They got a lot of time to play with though, Rose. So Story's not gonna be too
I thought it was a prank pickup. Mods, make sure this guy's phone number gets leaked to robocall so he gets called like 80 hours a day.
Extinction are getting punished.
They downpour Baz. He will be contesting the point. Dude, Extinction actually might have thrown. Extinction might have thrown by actually going to the spawn doors and dying and wasting ults. That's actually fucked up.
Yeah, I think that could have been total domination, but it felt like Extinction were getting a little bit too comfortable with their opponents and overstepped their bounds. With the streets phase though, DhillDucks only had 2 minutes.
What is it about hummus?
This is still where Extinction could stop them.
It's the perfect anytime dip.
You've got a nano boost for Frothy Philly. It seems like the Ana is working out a little bit better than the Juno is. I think Juno can sometimes be a little bit squishy and susceptible.
How did they come up with this one?
And Razor does have this blade, so if you could... Oh,
How did they come up with this one? How did the food scientists come up with this one? Come up with hummus. Not a fan of the texture. Mods, make them dislike hummus so they never live a complete life.
This is what we want to see, DhillDucks. Give us some more of this. Or we go on the other side though. The spike guard kills both PDK and Redex, and now it's MVM's turn to show up with the blade. Riz, you get one, how about I get two? 1 minute and 30 seconds to go, MVM. You're dead.
They did. We got refried beans, but do it with chickpeas. So true.
A couple more fights here before the second point is capped.
So true. Needed more from the Nano Blade. They need a lot more in general.
Sound barrier yet?
I mean, they will have the bolas, the bofas, and they will have the beat and probably a downpour. So, I mean, they're probably in a pretty good spot here because they could, like, downpour and just, like, force the Ray, then beat. So, like, the ults for DhillDucks are actually not bad. Wait, what the fuck is happening? Why is Ninwai? Why is Ninwai there? Okay.
Never mind.
Nice direct hit onto PDK there.
All good, I guess. All good.
Nice stuff from MVM.
Everything that comes from the Levant is amazing. The Levant, of course. Was that a deflected Bofa? I don't think I saw the deflected Bofa. That happened in Korea too. There was a pretty decent deflected Bofa.
And only a downpour to their name. Same with Atori.
Have you had Zug before? Zug? The orc voice line? Actually, but to answer your question, no. I've not had Zug. I don't think so, at least. Ninwai, what the hell's happening? Ninwai, my beat! Oh, Extinction, what are we doing, man? We should just end. This should be over. They're just getting caught multiple times.
Minute and 30 to go. Okay, and what was a pretty devastating first point, Rose? DhillDucks are pouring their way into this.
I think that's enough hummus for now.
A lot better. I think just
That should be. This is the last bit of hummus.
Answer the downpour. Great recognition there from DhillDucks to be able to push on that advantage.
I could eat this whole thing, but I won't. I won't do it.
Great combination of ultimates for DhillDucks.
I'll have self-control.
Find themselves on even footing, but there is that sound barrier as well as the bolas from Extinction, so it's
A little self-control tonight before I go brown bear mode on like a pound of salmon. Okay, so if it's found, but they trade, all good. They have a beat for a blade. What the hell is my... Dude, Extinction are kind of like turbo feeding on King's Row.
Even the aura healing from Lucio.
Self-control is cringe? Is that the god of hedonism itself? Dionysus, is that you?
Despite Atori going down, well, she'll be back in a couple of seconds. Wubba's held down the
A hedonistic follower? An Epicurean in this chat?
Still not investing
An Epicurean? Right here?
Neither has DhillDucks with this Nano Blade combo. DhillDucks are starting to build up to quite a hefty ultimate bank.
Some Epicurean delights? Okay, so gonna beat... Invium's gonna have the late blade... What the fuck? Wait. Come on. Okay, there it is. Both Genjis chasing. There are children starving, parentheses me, and they would not starve if you indulged in gluttony. You know what? I hadn't considered it like that. Okay, the Ninwai gives, the Ninwai takes. I need a little bit more Ninwai, a little bit of okay, Ninwai has died again. Ninwai has perished once again. Wait, this downpour might fuck them. Wait, Hattori's gonna die? Oh my god. Wait, they're gonna beef it. Wait, they're gonna beef it. Unless Scuffed and NVM just like pop off here, they might beef it. Okay, Scuffed did it. Okay.
The difference making there for Extinction. A couple of members left for Extinction to actually hold on as DhillDucks reinforcements. They're coming in
Wait.
fast.
I mean, there is some pulse sword for Petas. They had people there. They had people there.
Okay. Well.
PDK.
Well.
Okay, everybody does see none of the seat.
Well. That one's tough. Did PDK blink off point? He must have blinked off point, potentially. That's the only thing I can think of. Let's see. Because this fight happens.
So look at PDK's positioning. PDK trying to chase for a kill.
PDK's here on point.
Recall already.
Red X is on point, dies. So it's just PDK.
Tries to go for the chase, the follow-up kill onto the Juno, I believe, or was it the Genji?
Because, I mean, Frothy Philly's here. Oh. They must have thought Frothy was going to contest, but honestly, I mean, that's just like a slight miscomm. They must have like they must have just thought Frothy was gonna be able to contest. That's pretty rough. That's a rough one. Okay. Yeah, Frothy was like a little bit off point. So I think I'm assuming PDK is like I'm gonna chase for kill and thought Frothy was gonna touch. Okay, I'm putting away my hummus. Hummus is going back.
I don't know. The curse is. The curse has been put upon you, and yeah, unfortunate. We need a tracker though, legit. We actually do need a tracker at this point because it's more than just like, oh, it happens to everybody, don't worry. Like, no, it consistently happens to Rose every single week.
Everyone's owed one. Okay.
Oh, what a shot.
Oh my god, Wub.
All right, we're back.
Yeah, wow.
Why is Wub 9-3? Because he's Wub Nation's glorious leader. Next question.
Oh my goodness.
He's Wub Nation's glorious leader that will lead us into battle and eternal glory.
Nice double kill from Baz, though. Nice
Okay.
shot.
Okay, DhillDucks.
Okay, no less.
Necra is farming C9s, true. Imagine if Cloud9 had actually come back into the OWCS this year and hadn't baited. They literally C9'd OWCS. We could have been dropping C9s while Cloud9 was back. But they actually just C9 their own org participation in OWCS. Okay, they make it to high ground. Frothy Philly has been taken out. They put the Philly down. Nice. How does he lose that after getting a free kill on Lucio out of the gate? You have to remember that some of these teams, like, they're still figuring out the cleanliness factor, you know? They're kind of like a 19-year-old boy that's just gone to college. They don't really know how to, they're still figuring out how to be clean in terms of finishing fights. In terms of, like, actually having a lot of cohesion to finish, like, fights consistently. Because it's kind of hard. Holy, two Bofa kills? Wub Nation is farming? Dude, if you have Wub on your fantasy roster this week, you are farming right now.
And then we also got the double with the Wub is just crushing it right now.
And this is the big combo with the Hazard as well. Being able to follow up on a lot of these kills is really nice.
Dude, what's his stats? 18-3? Oh my Wub. Oh my Wub.
As soon as Hazard connects with somebody with the
I do not have a single one of these players on my fantasy roster, unfortunately. So I have Mag I didn't farm. A big mistake. Classic mistake. When I'm the Gladiators in, what is that, 2021? Is that 2021 Gladiators? 2020? Ooh, really good sleep though from Frothy Philly. Wasn't that Muse? No, it was also Mag. They had a Mag as well. No, didn't they have? Didn't Glads have Mag? Oh, it was Roar. You're right. It was Justice that got Mag. You're right. Yes, because Justice got competed Mag. You're right. It was Roar. I'm mixing it up with Roar. That's who I'm mixing up with. You're correct. You're correct. The dementia is catching up with me. Wait, actually, what a good wall from Baz.
just go in and
What an actual goated hazard wall from Baz, so PDK could back. Like, I think you could wait, and then you got they also got the Ray out of Scuff. Like, this is actually pretty decent. Like, they're gonna lose the fight, but because of the split there, they had to commit more because Baz go over the peel. They did have to commit their own ults, but like, it's a pretty expensive fight for Extinction considering it's just the Bofa now.
Goes down with a blade drawn. 3 minutes to go as they push towards second.
another reset, but no ultimates to speak of as DhillDucks have to come back in and just win out this fight.
Oh!
You look how far forward Extinction have pushed this.
They can punish Shatori as well. They can touch, come on. Yeah, Baz touches. Oh my. And Extinction does it again where they go too deep. Extinction has done this multiple times now this series where they've gone way too deep and just lose.
Even if you're not connecting with your bolus,
They're so berserker coded.
Right click and then the hazard jumps in.
Also, I assume NVM isn't the Chinese tank that played for 2021 Valiant. You would be correct. NVM is not the Chinese tank that played for Valiant in 2021.
I can see the execution.
It would be a crazy reveal, but no.
Being able to push so far, the rest of the payload had just to be able to like kind of walk in, but still.
See, Otto is back. I did. I watched his match today. Dude, I'm co-streaming Korea, brother. I'm seeing it all. They also got rolled. Onside gaming with like auto, kilo, and attack and stuff, they got fucking dominated. Attack wasn't that bad, but they cannot play anything other than like pure off-tank comps. They're really bad on anything that's not off-tank composition. They got like literally farmed. Okay, well, they tried their best. See Roshan's back? Yes, have you seen Roshan's back, guys? Okay, let's go through all the prompts. We saw Roshan's back. Do you see Otto's back? Did you see, have you played Stadium? Are you high right now? Do you ever get nervous?
I don't think it's quite over just yet, but it is a lot.
Let's go through all the prompts.
To deal with, and Extinction have been playing with so much aggression. Vittori is already still so far forward.
Kilo back, thank you, thank you.
And it's not been easy to try to dislodge her from these places. So it's coming down to this, Jack. Like,
did you come? Okay. Downpour's used. PDK's in the back line. Nope. Nopers. No backline value, and that's the map. Okay. 2-0. Did you see Muse is back? It's just everyone's coming back, okay? What about... What are they asking? When is our favorite chatters coming back? Okay, when's BP? When's Bad Bachimari coming back? I guess technically never because he lost that account. Isn't that so fucked up that Bad Bachimari literally lost his account? Because he doesn't have access to his recovery email anymore?
Looking really good. I still loved the Ana choice.
When is Kayla coming back?
DhillDucks, and I think
that's a good question.
Map a little bit more of the competitive edge we were hoping for between these two teams. But Extinction coming out on top.
That's a good question. I don't know where Kayla's at. Jaehong run back tour. Honestly, the thing is, Old Ocean don't look that bad in Korea. But it is insanity because Old Ocean, Jaehong is literally 12 years older than the next oldest member of that team. Jaehong takes the average age up from like 3 to like 29 or something.
And having PDK, Wub come in as well for Zomba looks clean. If they want to play the Tracer and the Freya at the same time, they could sob.
Are you gonna watch Korea VODs after NA? Brother, I'm gonna watch Korea later tonight. I already watched Korea this morning. I've seen them. I watched Korea. I was there. I was there when the old magic was written.
Especially with these hazards too, it can be really hard to play around this big ult, this big downpour that can connect with so many people because everybody's in close.
These NA viewers, they won't get it. The hashtag TWinKLife. So true. The hashtag TWinKLife is it's a singular lifestyle for men of great drive.
Just so much HP, and with such a pool of that resource, it's like, okay, I guess this is not familiar territory that we've seen.
Should I buy an iPad? What would you use it for? You're gonna play Suika game? I feel like owning an iPad, the only reason to ever own an iPad is if you like are an artist or you love iPad baby activities, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean 6-2 death 39.
I will say an iPad is probably It's also not a bad investment if you travel a lot and you like to be able to watch stuff on the iPad. I have an iPad. Well, you're an artist.
You can't ban the Freya, of course. I think PDK looked really good, actually, especially
you're an artist.
Nanos, like always coming out with the goods. Wub eventually got the better of him at the very end, where Wub was kind of waiting back. You hear that Nano go? Okay, it's on the enemy Freya.
You have any spells to make it not hot outside? I cast setting my AC to 74 degrees Fahrenheit.
Even with the Nano, the damage resist, you're going to go down pretty quick against a Freya anyway. So
I cast turn on the AC. It's super effective. Hello Teku, hello. I was at the Rin Fair today. How they been? They've been pretty good. DhillDucks are getting pounded, but they've been solid. My room doesn't have AC. In that case, I have nothing for you. In that case, you're gonna have to just ooga booga it on out. Honestly, you're gonna have to just tough it out.
This made me snort.
Okay, Device. Let's see what you're showing me on Instagram now. Let's go to their dog shit desktop
maybe
website. Let's see.
Hard in now for DhillDucks. It feels like a 3-0 on the face of it for Extinction, especially after that last map. I mean, what is the big difference?
Cinema.
Because they banned the Wither.
All for that.
Just banned the
all for that. All that for a drop of content.
Go for it, but let's see. Suravasa, okay, Suravasa map.
All that for a drop of content.
I was kind of wondering.
I feel like if you don't have AC, unfortunately, then you're just living on. You're just gonna have to take care of it yourself, Jiggleburger. Unfortunately, like maybe you drape some wet towels on you. You walk around naked or something. Like there's not much else you can do. I think Dill wins a map this season. I could see, based off this performance, I could see DhillDucks potentially, because like, let's look at all the NA teams real quick.
Extinction have played these first couple of maps.
I could see DhillDucks winning a map against. I mean, they have moments versus Extinction. Maybe Supernova. I don't know about Sakura, honestly. They could maybe win a map versus Supernova, but honestly, we'll have to see how good Supernova is. So right now, it's not. I think a single map is possible in the season. Yes.
Or Hattori Hovers Ball. Okay.
They're about to win one right now. I think it's a pretty low bar if they're playing like the other like bottom 3 teams in North America. So, what am I seeing in the top left corner? That's the T1 official logo.
Yeah, it's gonna be
my employer.
And Hattori hovering over the wrecking ball. And
that's for the T1 esports organization.
That really Extinction wanted to try to set themselves up to be able to play this ball with no threat of that hazard, cutting off any of Hattori's.
Let's go, DhillDucks. We'll see. We'll see. What's that dumb pink thing in the middle right?
Otherwise, everything else is the same. We're gonna see the Kiri Lucy for the back line.
Mods, have them be at a social outing, perhaps a party, and they're trying to tell a story, and then someone else starts talking a little loudly, and you can tell that they're not that interested in the story, the rest of the group, and so they just kind of peter off and start nodding along with the news story.
That was a slaughter. You can't waste too much time on this.
Epic failure.
TW1NK.
Thank you for the tier 1.
You gotta get busy.
Yeah, sometimes it takes sometimes we.
I've seen enough get PDK off Freya. Well, PDK is not on Freya, so. Hello, Kava guy. Be on later. I'll be on later for Korea, but not later after this. I'm going. The stream is going offline after this one, and then we'll be back for Korea in several hours.
You're just gonna see a lot more of that when Wrecking Ball slams down, pops somebody up.
I feel like the DhillDucks time is coming to an end. Much like the time of the elves. What time for Korea? 3 a.m. Central. 3 a.m. Central time zone. Same time we've been doing. No, my DhillDucks. I mean, they got a flip. They got a flip here. They got a flip. They're getting some late picks. They're gonna get probably both support ults. They might even be able to get Hattori late. Central time? Yeah, I'm in Central time. What of it? I'm in Central time. We're the perfect middle ground fence sitter time zone for America. Yeah. Yeah, we don't get as many supporters as East Coast time or West Coast time. No one really loves us. We're central time livers.
Follow up with the kill. They do get a flip as the Russians
They're gonna
jump
4-man beat after losing Baz.
But it's only with Thor, 'cause Baz is already
And Wub kills PDK. Okay, well, DhillDucks, it's over.
his tracks. But just pure domination from this high ground.
Central versus Mountain, who's winning? Definitely Central. Mountain time, redheaded stepchild. No one gives a shit about it. No one cares about Mountain time. Central definitely wins that debate. Also, Central's like more, you get the benefits of Central being like truly Central. If you're gonna be Mountain time, you might as well be Pacific. If you're gonna be Mountain time, you might as well be Pacific time zone, in my opinion.
Playing with such high mobility with this wrecking ball, and especially making it difficult to actually, you know, get in with the the Winston.
The Central Coast, the best coast. Next Korea games in about 7 hours. You'd be right, boss. That's right, boss.
Nice.
Ooh, Red X.
Forward thinking there from Laser. No
What about Alaska or Hawaii? Honestly, I mean, those are niche. I mean, you're just like, good luck with those.
Right.
I'm gonna say good luck with those.
I mean, Baz is taking a boatload of damage every single time he peeks around a corner. Hattori's already laid down the mines.
Okay, they force me call.
If they're not careful, probably
Mine's on point. Oh, help Hattori. Oh, they're gonna beat their real. Wait, this slam could be like goated with the sauce. It's actually not though. Not only is it not goated with the sauce, it's unfortunately not creating that. I guess they are making PDK watch for this the entire time. PDK has got nothing. Oh, PDK, this is so sad. They still have some ults though. The Primal gets Wub. Wait a minute. DhillDucks. What about Arizona time? Is Arizona not Mountain? Is Arizona not a Mountain time?
Oh yeah, good stuff here from DhillDucks to be able to follow up. Didn't even have to use the well, they didn't have it, but like not having used a sound barrier there when Extinction did invest theirs gives you a little bit more leg up.
Depends.
Looking at the rest of the second flash point.
They don't do daylight savings time anymore in Arizona.
Get a chance to build up quite
I don't know, man.
momentum here.
I don't know, dude.
They've got this pulse bomb
I'm not the time wizard.
Look at this angle
Like I said, my opinions are Central is good. I think Eastern is the worst time zone, in my opinion. Central is a good time zone, and West Coast is the best time zone. My personal opinion. I'll say it. My personal opinion. This is now the time cube stream. The time cube. The paradigm shift to the time cube. Before he gets hunted out. Wait, DhillDucks are gonna take this point. They still have a rush. And there's no ball to pressure Scuffed here at all. Or rather, not Scuffed, but rather there's no ball to pressure Frothy Philly.
That might just be the flashpoint.
I think they've done it.
It's gonna be really
I think they've done it.
for Extinction to come back in and get a full cohesive.
Avast hates his Euro viewers.
Scuffed and NY are still spawn, but
Well, it's not about Europeans because here's the thing about Europeans is that it's not about them. They already have it good enough. They have time off for work. They have healthcare. They've already got enough, okay? They have walkable cities. They don't need anything else. They don't need to be in a good time zone. Okay? They don't need to be in a good time zone. They already have enough going on. Okay, there's a lot of artifacting occurring on my stream. Wait, PDK. Oh! Wait, they might just get reflip off of that. PDK.
In theory, the Satori won. Ends up backing off. They do end up
Don't forget free college. Yeah. Well, to be fair, like, isn't it like in Germany? It's like they put you in the sorting hat, and they're like, okay, you're either an electrician or you are gonna be you're gonna go get a biology degree, and then you're determined from birth since that point, like the Divergent series.
Another touch from MVM. The Tori is full. Pulsebomb connects from Baz, who's got a little bit mad.
Baz with the primal. Dude, this is a crazy fucking stall. They should just turn it. Finally, there we go. We should convert the whole world to Central Time Zone? That could be useful. I could be cool with that. I think converting to a Central Time Zone is not bad.
I'm just saying. We've had a C9. We could have the spaghetti.
Yeah, we can see anything at this point after we've had that.
Anything is possible. But no, DhillDucks finally get a point on the board, and with no time to spare, Extinction are still on.
Like China has one time zone. China?
Only have perfection from here on out.
The China time?
That's a great start as well.
I will say for Extinction, when I watch this ball into the Winston, I feel like if you're gonna play the ball, you're gonna have to be really, really good at finding like isolation picks on the DhillDucks, like ideally like PDK, Red X, maybe Frothy Philly. And I have not been seeing repeated ball value. I have not been seeing repeated very low ball value so far.
It's gonna start from a different page.
These are not heavy balls. These would be light balls. It would not be very good at capturing very rare Pokemon. Oh, well, they're done. Okay, they've said enough. We're going Winston. Okay, well, they've heard my cries and they've swapped. They've heard my cries and they've swapped. They see the threat of the DhillDucks.
Right, there's the rush on the point as soon as Extinction make a move. Eraser's already dead.
I think this is gonna be a lot better. Yeah, okay, it's already paying dividends. It's already paid. Something about Winston. Winston does it again. He does it again.
Complete opposite, just
in Denmark, I don't pay for education. Plus, I get a monthly stipend. Okay, that's very cool. Now let's see Denmark's amount of daylight during winter. That's very cool. Show me Denmark's amount of daylight during winter.
They might even just have double support. Ultimate Scuffed is very close to that.
Show it to me.
So, I mean, 76%, very good here for
I'd like to see it.
Maybe this overclock.
Hello, Sunshine Bread. Hello.
Even up the playing field a little bit. Those charged railgun shots can still do
a second Dane in chat. This is getting out of hand.
NVM needs real help right now. Razor is on their case. PDK dead again. Second time in a row there. PDK.
Denmark isn't that far north. It's still pretty far north.
Another chance though.
It's not like that, but it's pretty far north still. In the grand scheme of the world.
Fight away here from Extinction being able to take this next flashpoint. I think they have a lot of tools to be able to do this too. Like,
okay, they really got to clean this up here. DhillDucks have to stop dying. DhillDucks, stop. Stop! Ref, do something! Okay. Well, they got beat out in NY, sure. They got the new Bungada. Wait, they got a cap. Back cap. Baz with the back cap? The Baz cap? And he's gonna have Primal?
Oh, man. I mean, Primal gets used.
Wait a minute. Baz is actually cooking? Wait, Baz is actually hard fucking cooking? Gets the cap, forces them back, gets a pick. They pulse him. They pulse the Omega threat. Okay, well that's so unfortunate. Baz actually could not have done more. What is Frothy Philly and Baz doing in my OWCS lobby? Why are you guys hating on Frothy Philly and Baz and Bazington? Mr. Basil. Check the stats. Okay, it's Tori. Tori's stats looking pretty solid.
That was so close for DhillDucks. It must feel tough to have that slip through your fingers as Extinction. They get themselves another flash.
These guys would have been OWCS last season. They didn't choke on the phoner. I can't put down the phone.
Nanwai does get caught out, so DhillDucks are still in
I'm off. I'm addicted to the phoner.
And Razor can also really help to make this an easy fight with a pulse bomb stick.
Dude, no phoner this year though. We got no phoner. Holy beat directly to the bubble. When the fight was like essentially done. I feel like they. Okay. You know what? Or that is the aura beat. Plus aura to Red X for that one. Call the aura bank. We're doing a transfer.
Be a little bit more careful. These shots from PDK.
I mean, I think they would have liked to have the beat for this one. I'm not gonna lie. They probably would have loved to have the beat here. You don't see the vision because you're in CST. Well, I can't see vision because they've been relegated. Actually, that's why I can't see vision. No vision. Nodders.
Also swift steps to make sure that they could keep themselves at a dodge, and also some really great marksmanship with those kunais just to help out with that extra.
Dude, I mean, unless this is a PDK masterclass, I predict an Extinction win. Unless this is a PDK masterclass, I'm assuming that this is an Extinction win. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, I think it might be Jover. I'm seeing a lot of bushes.
Maybe it's not there on low texture moment, maybe. I don't know.
Red X 5k boop to win. I don't know about that. I like the fanfic though. That's heat. It's heat. Yeah. I mean, they're gonna have another fight. They will have another fight with a beat and with a primal, so I mean they'll have some options.
This is looking like it's
But I don't think it's gonna be a good fight.
DhillDucks.
Red X is already dead. Okay, never mind. They're not getting shit. Can't have shit for DhillDucks. Yeah. Yeah.
And just like the dinosaurs,
Touch challenge impossible.
same way, Extinction with a
How is the match going? Well, it's over.
DhillDucks.
You got swarmed by 30 flying termites. Dude, that happened to me. I woke up one day with my roommates in my house in Dallas, and the floors were covered in termites. And they all just left. Literally millions of termites, and they just left. They just actually left. They were there for one day.
I mean, it's already the perfect
This is you.
piece, it feels like, to the puzzle there. Flexibility looks good. I mean, Wub looks great on the
And for your information, I prefer sugar-free artificial sweeteners made by man.
So, yeah, this poster
Well,
looking rather clean.
It really is, and the fact
First
that
of all,
we have that added flexibility within that.
I only love the artificial sweeteners when it comes to soda.
abilities to rotate in different kinds of heroes and
I only like the artificial sweeteners when it comes to soda. Thank you very much.
After Champions Clash, I didn't quite believe it, but Rose
Not all the
is
time.
real. Very
Left, aka hitting your walls? No, they weren't in my walls. I literally had a bug guy. I had termite inspectors come out and check my house. They're like, there's no termites. The termites literally showed up during swarming season. They walked through my house and they left. They were actually just passing through. They said, actually, we're going to the next house over. We do not care. We will be leaving. They just passed on through.
We'll start counting. For sure. But that was such a great match.
They said, fuck it, we're out of here. We're hopping to the next spot.
I think the perk of
Your wood wasn't good enough?
to
Sag.
stay together. And then
Holy
for
Sag.
DhillDucks, of course, they did go through like the grueling promotion through that Faceit League, but those reps not
Also, before we go,
into form.
I have to finish a couple dulls. First of all,
And Rose, how do you feel like
connections.
DhillDucks
I gotta do a couple dulls for you guys. Connections.
I think you just have to brush yourself.
And then I'm going offline. Play.
Go next. Go to the VOD review.
Beans.
Actually take a look at
Minus
the
love
reviews
energy.
and focus on
Zip
those.
best comic.
And I think
Sans,
honestly, where we really
bacon.
started to see some big moments from them was when PDK was able to just play the solo.
Pep.
Yeah.
We'd
Energy.
like to see more of that. Freya is obviously
Zip.
a very strong hero, but PDK looks amazing on the Sojourn. Try to see if maybe
Now
we
this
can
one I
find
don't know.
ways to really
Beans maybe?
support that in
I think it's like stuff that like means like
Yeah,
energy.
support that
Like they got some pep in their step.
as well
Yep,
after
vigor.
seeing, how strong of a hero pick that is for PDK and something for other teams.
Absent,
to keep an eye out for,
wanting,
as well.
minus,
But
sans
it
to
is
be lacking.
undeniable the synergy
Without.
and cohesion that we saw coming out from
Sincerely, best, love, cheers. Signing off on like an email or a letter.
Wrecking Ball, like Zombie with the Tracer, like
Letter
Slash,
sign-offs.
Zombies there,
Comic,
always.
Landing, Bacon, or Sunset. Sunset Boulevard, Bacon
Good.
Street,
DhillDucks obviously coming into
King's
this
Landing. I don't know. Is this like street names? I'm not sure. What the fuck is this?
Stage, you're expecting,
Strip,
you are expecting
Bacon Strip, Landing Strip, Sunset Strip. What is a? I don't know Sunset Strip. I do know What the fuck is Sunset Strip?
Game, you know, get those jitters out the way.
What I did. That was pretty easy.
On.
That one's not bad.
See how they end up doing later in.
What is a Sunset Strip?
But yeah,
Place in LA?
PDK, I think, is
Really? No, I don't
a
fucking know,
success.
man.
I definitely agree with Rose. Just
Okay, now we do
Sojourn-
Mini real quick,
Sojourn is very good. Definitely his best hero.
and then we're done.
We'll see how they
Oh, now I want to do Bandle actually. Piece of bacon.
That is for sure. It's definitely got to keep an eye out on that potential.
Piece of
going
toast.
forward here. But then also just
I don't know.
generally
I mean,
taking a
that's
look at the next matches these two teams have.
6 renters contract. This is a
week 2 is
lease?
looking tough for Extinction.
country's national bird is the peacock. I'm not sure.
Net them a
Layers of
closer
paint.
Matchup up against Team Liquid there, Rose.
I mean, I would just say layers of
I mean,
paint.
Team Liquid, I think, is going
Strip,
to be the
layers,
here for
coat,
Extinction. If they
coats,
take maps off this team,
make a
they
mistake.
could take the win.
I mean, it could
Like,
be
this is
ear,
their
perhaps,
stage.
to air,
They're really
to
set
air.
up here, and they already looked quite
Slice of toast.
They
Okay, yeah, that
were,
makes sense.
coming in
Kind of excellent played by Sonia. This would be a don't know. Couldn't tell you. Weather forecast tool, radar. Is it just me? Pod group. Peas. Peas are in a pod.
Yeah, for sure.
Is
All
this?
about trying to
Oh,
create
India?
those
Is it a peacock? Really? Sub 1 minute.
Just the beginning of this stage
Sub 1
of the
minute, let's go.
regular season here for
India, their national bird's a peacock.
Then also then I guess
I didn't know that.
DhillDucks fit matchup for them going into next week up against Sakura.
Yep, Peacock.
I feel like those teams fare head to head.
Okay, and then finally, one more. I turn this off. Bandle. And then we're done. Drums, let's hear it. 95 million views, 2024, pretty recent. Go now. Oh! I do know this. Who is this? Is this Sabrina Carpenter? No, it's not Sabrina Carpenter. Who is this then? Is that not Sabrina Carpenter? It's true. Something, something, something into something with you. And I know. Is this Olivia Rodrigo? Is this Olivia Rodrigo, maybe? Is it Deja Vu? Not the correct song. Fuck. A million times with you. Oh, it's fucking Chapel Roan. God damn it. Can't stop the feeling. It's Good Luck, Babe. There we go. Yeah. I know it. Yep. All right, let's play the voice cover. Okay, Glorp. Good luck, babe. Good luck, babe. Okay. Well, we're done. We're going to be back for Korea in approximately... Let's check. Let's refresh the page here. We'll be back in approximately 7 hours. 7 hours. We'll be back in 7 hours for Korea. Remember when you compared me to Hitler and skipped over the part where I said I got to kiss a cute girl? Okay, we're going offline. We're going offline. See you in 7 hours. Good stream. Good North America stream. We'll be back. We'll be back in 7 hours. Thank you, everyone, for watching North America. And we'll be back for Korea. And, yeah. Have a good rest of your night. Hope to see you there. And if not, well...